Today we begin the actual, factual, real brewing with Modern Horizons 2. And there's no better place that I would rather start than with Urza Lord High Artificer. So JiggyWiggy just already snapped off a 5-0 lickety quick with a list that was very close to this. You can check his Twitter, Arun Singh on Twitter. We'll probably talk about it on Serum Visions this weekend. So what are we doing here? We're back to Urza Temur midrange, sort of. Very different from its previous form. So let's talk about the many new cards that are in this deck right now. There's 25 lands without the Saga Mord. So we've got Urza Lord High Artificer in this deck, which encourages us to play a large number of artifacts that we'll be able to tap for mana. Urza, of course, has an activated ability that can use that mana, and it gives you a construct that beats down per the size of the number of artifacts that you have. One of the biggest problems with Urza recently, and especially for any non-combo Urza decks in Modern, has been that the broad swath of playable artifacts is not so broad anymore. We do have 4 of Mishra's Bauble. This has been a staple. It's always great with Emry, Lurker of the Loch, so that's fun to see back again. We've got Mox Amber in here. This taps for any color of mana that legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control are. So we've got a corresponding reasonable number of legends in this deck. I'm not super convinced about how good the Mox Amber is going to be, but Jiggy stands by them, so perhaps I will be proven wrong. For some reason, we're playing Navigator's Compass. Now, for anyone who doesn't know this quote-unquote pioneer, quote-unquote staple, this is from Dominaria. It's 1 mana, enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and you can use it to change the land that you control to give it the basic land type of your choice, which will allow it to tap for any color you want. But this does have a lot of legs against aggressive decks in that you gain life, and you can change the typing of your Misty Rainforest. You can change the do not change the type, or no, this is it add? It only adds, right? Yeah, okay. So you can add to your Urza's Saga to get color off of that if you need to, or if you want to make it into a forest to trigger your Gingerbread Cabin. Ditto on the island. So any of your lands, you can transform them into forests in order to trigger your Gingerbread Cabin. You've got Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. This turns everything in play into a forest. So Gingerbread Cabin, if you have 3 forests when it enters the battlefield, then you get a food token. So that's pretty reasonable, and has been a little bit of the cards that have been able to buoy Urza decks recently in Modern. But let's talk about some of these new cards, because we've got Wrenn and Six in here, we've got Gilded Goose in here, we've got Galvanic Blast, and we've got Metallic Rebukes. But Academy Manufactor, so this is the #1 card that I've sort of latched onto, and I think is terrifyingly exciting. So this is 3 mana for a 1/3 assembly worker. If you would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead create 1 of each. So this triples the name of, or the number of artifacts that your Gingerbread Cabin is going to create. We also have Lonis, the Cryptozoologist. So this is a 2 mana 1/2 legendary creature. It says whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you investigate, which is that you create a clue. With Academy Manufacturer, when you play the Manufacturer, if Lonis is already in play, you will get a trigger for 3. Oh, that's an idea, Mord. Also, Lonis, if you play a Gilded Goose, you'll get your food token as well as a clue. Emry will generate you a clue. Gilded Goose goes completely insane with Manufacturer, giving you 6 tokens. So all of this puts together to generate a grotesque number of artifact tokens. Underworld Cookbook, this is a new card. This is a 1 mana artifact. It says tap, discard a card, create a food token. So we can do that on the same turn we play the Manufacturer. It also has 4 mana, sacrifice Underworld Cookbook, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If we have tons of mana, that's super, super powerful. Goose would give you 6 with Lonis and Academy Manufacturer Mord. So that mode might get used. We also have Thought Monitor in here. This is a 7 mana 2/2 flyer. And it has affinity for artifacts, as well as when it enters the battlefield, you draw 2 cards. Yeah, I figured, Jiggy. I figured. We've got the Urzas. We've got some Cryptic Commands to sort of punch through here. So I've seen some pretty wild screenshots from Jiggy already. And I'm super, super excited about this deck. Emry can replay Thought Monitor. Thought Monitor is a non-token creature to trigger your Academy Manufacturer. I mean, the whole engine here is just pretty terrifying. So I'm super, super excited to see what this deck can do. And if we can... I don't need to replicate Jiggy's exact results of just hitting a 5-0 right off the bat, but I would be happy if we just get some pretty powerful plays. Other cards to consider are Tireless Tracker and Tireless Provisioner. Mordekaiser just pointed out the fact that Mishra's Factory is now legal in Modern, and Mishra's Factory would be able to pump the manufacturers to protect them from removal. I think the number of non-colored. How do we win? We just put constructs into play and beat people to death, Phoenix. That's how you win. You win by not losing and then beating people to death. The constructs, I think I saw Jiggy attacking with 2 20/20 constructs. And I assume those were not the biggest that he got. So yeah, the goal here is going to be to create a overwhelming board advantage and then just kill our opponent with whatever we have at hand. Offbeat Hero, was that a joke about have I seen the See My Decks Simpsons parody on Reddit? If that was not a joke, you may want to look at the byline on that Reddit post and on the video. If if you can't tell who made that, I have failed. Have I seen it? Can I show the deck list? You can get that. It was not a joke? Well, then I failed in my job. Because my Reddit account is the same as my Twitch account. It's in the video multiple times. The people must know if I've seen it. Did I see the thing that I made? Yes, I've seen it. I showed it on stream last night, so I've definitely seen it. Yeah, that's really funny. Kazul's Fury? I think... No, that we're not playing that. I think where I run into problems with a lot of people understanding a lot of the decks that I play. There's so many people who always ask me the question on a certain deck. It's like, how do you win the game? And I'm like, what do you mean? You have everything you need here to win the game. Well, that's good, Offbeat Hero. I mean, it's not Yeah, the Reddit post is blown up. Oh my god. It's going way more. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is, Jiggy. Like people want like a card that screams, "I'm the win condition. I'm what you use to close the game out." Right? And the truth of the matter is there's usually ways to end the game in a deck even without anything like that. So I'm pretty sure I should mulligan this in the dark. We didn't come here to play this kind of Magic. This is obviously really poor. Although if I rip a land, it gets quite good quite quickly. I'm going to keep this. It's more than a little sketchy, but yeah, Popper is super guilty of that. I really hope this isn't Storm. Okay, we might be in trouble on this one too. Maybe should have gone for the Molta 5. Yeah, I mean, that's great flavor, but if you're going to do that, just play Thud. Because splitting it with the land doesn't really work that well in this deck. All right, am I supposed to? Yeah, I'm supposed to try to draw here. Unfortunately, the first, Unfortunately, you're so excited to bully me to play in the Mana Traders. I don't know what you'd have to do to get me to play in the Mana Traders event this month. It would be difficult for you to manage, sir. Difficult to say the least. What are you going on about, Mord? Jeez, rough. We're going to be in trouble in this game one anyway. Mana didn't work out. My hand was horrible. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have kept this. I was just like, I don't know. Kind of disappointed by the way the hands have been going here. I was really hoping I would have drawn the second land by now. But they missed their land drop there? That's pretty good for us. Okay. You think it's a fair keep? I mean, fair-ish. Yeah. Yeah, this deck does need a density of cards. Okay, it looks like they're flailing around pretty heavily. I wonder if they're playing... No, they can't... They're playing a Cascade deck. So they're going to try to Cascade into Living End relatively soon. Unfortunately, I'm not quite going to be able to cast this Cryptic Command. So this may prove to be a problem. So we go shock this. Play Emry. I mean, I guess if they miss for one more turn, play Cookbook and discard your creatures. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, meme brand. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Wait, what? Oh, they're like an as foretold. Weird. They're gonna be an as foretold version of a Living End deck. Okay. Interesting. So let's get this Amber into play. Didn't really that didn't really hamper me too much here. We'll see what we mill over with this. No creatures, unfortunately. So if they play Living End, I get to dump an Urza. Seems pretty good. Oh, I can also play the second Emry. Yeah. Because this is going to put an Emry in my graveyard, and also it's going to mill me for 4. So maybe we stock up our graveyard. There's a manufacturer in there now. Okay, this is about to be a good time. So we just wait until they Living End in theory, and then discard Urza in response. Which is kind of nuts. And then we might kill them on the crackback with Cryptic Command. We'll see. We'll see. It's a surprisingly interesting matchup, especially considering how crap our opening hand was, right? Cookbook is actually nuts. It was a card that I wanted someone to sell me on it. I wanted someone to sell me on the Cookbook in this deck because initially I was like, that can't possibly work, right? That's stupid. That would never work. That's an insane idea and it shouldn't be allowed. They're not going for it, you coward. You coward. Am I even supposed to dump the Urza now? I don't think so, because next turn I can play Urza plus Thought Monitor, but like they're gonna have protection for this, I guess, but dump the monitor. And then I can play recast it with Emry. Duh. I specifically pointed out that I could do that, and I'm just being a goon. We can also recast Manufacturer this turn, depending on... Wait, don't I want to just... Well, we'll see. What is happening? Is there a null cost instant? There is not. There's no null cost instance. Okay. So, play Urza. And then I have 3 open. Emry has milled a Bauble, so I could have Cryptic Command up if I wanted to. The problem with Cryptic in my mind is that I'm worried about... Play Urza, play Manufacturer, then I can tap my cookbook to discard the second Urza, which will give me 1 of each, which is 3 mana. Oh my god, this is getting really complicated already. All right. Step 1, play the Urza. Okay, my opponent's never had a subtlety in their life. That's good. Oh, I have 3 mana, but I can't... I can't play the menu. Oh no, Manufacturer. No, but I have to tap the cookbook on this. This is not quite good enough. But I just put the Bauble in here. We just put the Bauble in here. And then yeah, we just leave up Cryptic. Well, what I'm worried about, Mr. Rabe, is them having Living End with counter backup, but like... And I can't cookbook in response to that. But I guess I'm getting back an Emry and a Thought Monitor and an Academy Manufacturer. Discard Urza for food first. Oh, yeah, duh. Got it, got it, got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brain didn't work the backwards line. How's Compass? Maybe you want a mix of Aether and Pirate Spellbombs. That was my first thought, Freed, but Jiggy was saying he's pretty sold on the Compass. So... we'll discard Urza. They scooped! What? I can't believe we won that game. That's amazing. Someone's in the kitchen with Urza. They scooped. We're in the modern wild frontier here. So I guess I want Force of Negation. And oh no, there's Soul Guide Lanterns. What are you talking about, Zach? What are you thinking, sir? What are you thinking? Don't need these guys. You're confused as to why they scooped there? I guess they just didn't think they could beat it. Do 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 bow bow. I cut 1, Jig. Or do you mean overall? I cut 1, but I think that the Soul Guides are like the A+ card to have. I don't know if they have a plan B. Oh, you mean you want me to bring in more? I don't know if I really want to go down on density that much. Like our plan... Yeah, we're gonna play some Tireless Trackers with Manufacturer later, Freed. So if you're interested in seeing that kind of build, that's also coming up tonight. So, stick around. How much is this deck in paper? Exorbitant. A princely sum. So there's a Steam Vents in this deck, right? Because Jiggy's awesome. No, there wouldn't be. No, because he is awesome. There's no Steam Vents in here to tempt you. Old Border Urza last time I saw was $250. Yavimaya makes it work. Yeah, we do need a steam vents because that's the land I kind of need here. I think I'm supposed to go just pass and Triome and just sort of slow roll this game. Next turn play Cookbook and Soul Guide Lantern. Because with the Yavimaya, I guess I could get Stomping Ground, right? There must be Stomping Ground. You're not crazy, right? Yeah, there's a Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground lets me use my mana this turn. Then next turn I play Wrenn and Six. If they counter the Wrenn and Six, I'm kind of screwed. I'm going to slow roll it. Their deck seemed a little slower than I'm used to Living End decks being. Although, we'll see. A volcanic island's worth of cards for Is It Delver? I wouldn't buy into anything like that, Tartan Scarf, until you see that it is proven. I really caution people against buying into anything. Even this deck looks amazing, right? It looks so cool. It's clearly busted. It's clearly awesome, but I wouldn't buy in on it until you see a little more. All right. So we can go Cookbook, Amber, Emry, Soul Guide. I guess I don't end up with the Soul Guide in play if they counter the Emry, but if they're going to spend both their mana on countering an Emry this turn, that means they're not cycling anything. So, I'm not worried. Yeah. Little tempo gain for them. It's fine. All right. I see my opponent came here to play checkers. I don't know why I think that's a funny way to phrase what's happening here, but so I need this Emry to resolve if I expect to do anything. And if it doesn't, I'm just kind of screwed. Ideally, I want to play the Wrenn and Six first, but if that gets countered, I'm also screwed. I think I'm just supposed to jam the Soul Guide Lantern. And I can rebuke it if they have a counter. Once this is in play, then I have some freedom. Then I can play some magic. Okay, this is fine. All right. So, well, you can just play Emry now. Although I guess I'd rather, well, it's fine. They do have a borrower to keep in mind. That's true. Another remand. Okay. They're playing Super Nintendo. I'm on that Turbo Graphics. Graphics! Uh-oh. Okay. Just cycling. Good. I was like, they have red mana! They have red mana! Go to maximum alert. We have red mana on the field! Red mana! Alright. I'm assuming they have Ancestral? Nope. Wild. Okie dokie. One assumes this will get them to sack their crypt, although probably not. We'll see. How hungry are you, opponent? Not hungry enough. Roblox. That's a reference. Roblox. So I think the last card in their hand is... Well... Bionicle. Yeah, let's just play Emry. If it doesn't resolve... Okay, good. Whew. I could have gone Lonis into Emry. I'm just worried about not having any mana up, Jig. Well, Gingerbread Cabins aren't the concern with this deck, right? I wouldn't worry about Gingerbread Cabin here. I'm just not willing to tap down right now because I don't really know what they're capable of. And like, we're doing just fine as is. I don't feel disadvantaged. Yeah. They've got 3 River Winders in their graveyard right now. And like, unlike a Cascade deck, they don't even have the inkling of a suggestion that they could get their living end at instant speed. 0.03 ticks? They're exiling my whole graveyard right now. Okay. Well, I don't love that, but that's fine. Interesting choice. All right. Lonis, Cryptozoologist. Uh-oh. Disputed it. That's terribly rude. All right. Goose. Honk honk. I mean, time for the old standby. Emry beatdown. The goose is loose. You know it, baby. You know it. Press Y to honk. That game is great, by the way. And unlike some of our previous Wrenn and Six artifact nonsense piles, this deck legitimately has a great set of spells to go Wrenn and Six Ultimate with. When I saw Jiggy add Wrenn and Six, I was like, oh, please work. Because I've been burned so many times. I've tried to make these decks so many times. I guess they could be running Electro Dominance. That is something I should be concerned about. Thanks, Phoenix. They gave my goose flying? You monster. You're a monster. So, they don't have a... thanks for the follow, Ace is Cool 1990. They don't actually have a way to exile my graveyard right now. I'm going to take a gamble, sack my Soul Guide Lantern, just cycle it this turn. Hopefully they don't, Brazen Borer or removal my Emry. They didn't. So let's do this. Living on the edge, baby! Double flying can only be blocked by other double flying or long reach. Oh, I know how to be greedy, Jig. Think I don't know how to be greedy. You think I am? I'm gonna snipe their Tarmon's Crypt for whatever reason. It's not like taking away one striped River Winder or whatnot is that really going to be a big deal right now. We can recycle a land into food tokens with Wrenn and Six too. It's kind of cool. I want to start holding lands too because the Wrenn and Six emblem is coming up relatively quickly. Okay. Well, they're putting their mana lower, which means this Metallic Rebuke might have more legs, which I'm pretty happy about. Ah, the goose! Honk. You've used 3 out of the 5 lands in this cycle. Time to break the other 2. What are you talking about, Freed? Oh, the cabin? So there's the Witch's Cottage, which puts a creature from the graveyard on top of your library, which is breakable, for sure. And then the white one puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature, which, by the way, I'm just gonna pop this to exile their graveyard. And like, they don't have the mana for Electro Dominance right now. And I have a Rebuke anyway. This seems really fine. Like, they can't, Living End in response. Like, that's not, I feel like another concession is coming. Yeah. How dare you activate your graveyard hate? Your Guru Islands couldn't save you now, nerd. The white one saw play in Pioneer Mono White Devotion as a way to help Walking Ballista Heliod combo. Braid doesn't have split second? Nah. Yeah, it was something Grange. Because I know it was something Grange. Yeah, it gives a +1/+1 counter to target creature. I know it was something Grange because I always hummed Lagrange by ZZ Top when I played it. I actually really enjoyed the mono white Heliod Devotion deck from Pioneer. I was sad that one got banned out the way it did, especially the Walking Ballista got banned. I love Walking Ballista. This is not a keep. It's close though. Well, man, that's close. I don't know. G, is this hand as horrible as I think it is? I think it's pretty bad. You'd probably keep it. All right. I mean, we got a lot of action to draw to. We're not likely to flood out. This deck is playing a ridiculously low number of lands. There's a good chance. Oh, they are on black-green. Black-green with Aether Vial. Color me intrigued. Okay. On turn 2, I'm going to play Cookbook. And hopefully we hit a land on 3 so I can play Manufacturer. Have you ever seen an opponent play anything other than black-green Yawgmoth? I don't know. I've never seen an opponent play anything. Their name is Predicted. I don't know what they're playing. Gotta be a grief deck? It could be. I think our ability to overcome the amount of mana or the amount of stuff they can do is probably pretty good. Play Compass, play the Cookbook, pass the turn. So yeah, Cookbook. So with Academy Manufactor and anything similar to it, like something that's giving you a replacement effect. This is a Hierarch? Birds, okay. They're one of the only people playing this deck besides Tom Ross. Okay. I mean, I believe you. I don't know who they are. I don't know. They're gonna oh, no? Oh, they're gonna get the Dryad Arbor. They're playing it with Aether Vial, though. That's so strange. Deck does not normally play Aether Vial. Well, if they have Yawgmoth right away, it's going to be more than a little scary. They can't Evo for it. They can just cast it. They can't Chord for it quite yet. But next turn they probably can. Yawgmoth could definitely be a problem for us. No. What did you even consider there? Jeez. What did you even consider? Man, this sucks. They could not have evoed for it there. Unless they had a 2-drop to drop in off the Aether Vial. I meant with what they had in play. I mean, yeah. Oh, I could have used the Compass to not have to sack this. It's not a big deal, but... I think we're just screwed here. I realistically, I don't see us being able to play through this. But this is the way we start. Like, they haven't assembled a combo yet, so currently if they want to kill my manufacturer, it does take them sacrificing all of their creatures, but they'll draw 3 cards. So, it's not terrifically beneficial on my side of things. Uh-huh. Okay. So before they put that into play, I'm going to activate my cookbook. So they could sack all their creatures to stop me from getting that, or they can continue on the plan they had before, which it seems like that's what they're going to do. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What a hand. Jeez. Playing Aether Vial in that deck is so gross. Alright. Yeah, they had a crazy, crazy draw. Unfortunately, we're only playing 1 Galvanic Blast, 2 Lightning Bolts. Lightning Bolt's not terrifically useful here. I think Force of Negation is actually quite okay, though. Soul Guide Lantern, I don't think I want Soul Guide Lantern here. Oh, there's Galvanic Blast in the deck. That's why. I forgot Jiggy put interaction in our deck. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm honestly just shocked. I feel like something like this is what I want. Just for me. It makes Wrenn and Six a lot better. Oh, we can probably cut a Wrenn and Six if I want to keep... Yeah, Rebuke. It was funny because the other night there was the person who was like, "Why do you want to Rebuke? Counter spells in Modern now." And it's like, it's 1 mana. It's 1 mana. Soul Guide stops them from comboing. Only kind of sometimes, Freed. Not... Yeah, okay. I forgot they're not all 2 toughness for whatever reason. Okay, we'll probably be okay. Turn 1 Emry. Sign me up. I'm just not throwing this one back. Turn 1 Emry with the draw engine. Let's go. Let's go. Never rolled a turn 1 Emry in my life. I'm not going to start now. We could have played 2 Emrys. You're not wrong. Could have played 2 Emrys. The superior Emry. Dose. There's Academy Manufactor in my graveyard that I can play here on turn 2. Insane. I don't have a better play. Like, we have the Bauble. I don't need to do anything different. Overgrown Tomb. Alright. Tomb. Wall, yeah. Mana Dork? No Mana Dork. Nice. Swings the Young Wolf? Nope. Alright, good. Yikes. Okay, that's no good. It's not terribly bad. It's just not as good as I wanted. How's Modern Horizons 2? It's going okay so far. Academy Manufacturer just kind of hanging out, doing manufacturing stuff. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're a manufacturer. Of course, unfortunately, we're not doing any manufacturing at the moment. I think I'm supposed to play the second Emry right now. Just try to mill over something that's better value. Yeah, there's a cookbook. Cookbook's gonna go nuts next turn. All right. Even if they have Yawgmoth, it's not too bad. Alright. I can pop the Bauble up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, stupid good players. I mean, yeah, we'll see. On top is Abrupt Decay. That's fine. No, they kill my Emry. That's not so fine. Well, it does cost them 2 mana. That's a big tempo loss for them at this point. Oh. What are you naming? Oh, they're going to Abrupt Decay on my upkeep. That sucks. Probably naming Urza? Yeah. So no spins. And then on my upkeep, they'll kill the... Oh, right. That's a land. Jesus. What a draw. Well, we're not badly off. Nope. Not badly off at all. I will take it. So 1, 2, 3. Grab your Ryan. Oh. It does shut off mana abilities. Forgot about that part. That's fine. Do I want to attack with my 3/3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We just grab your Ryan. Cool. Have I considered Phyrexian Metamorph? I have not. Can't crypt. Oh my god, the Urza! Ah! It's not a mana ability, but it gets shut off. Ah, yeah. I literally just looked at that, and then my brain was like, just immediately erased it because this never happens. You never run into freaking Phyrexian Metamorph on your mana ability. Because I was like, oh yeah, when you Revoker their Druid, it's not that they can't tap for mana. The problem is that they can't untap it. But it's like, no, they can't tap it for mana. Just Revoker's not allowed to name land. Jesus, what a draw. That, and I've played one of these decks too. They play like 1 Abrupt Decay. Jesus. It wasn't even a punt though, Jig. There wasn't a play I could make. I couldn't make a play there. It's not that it was a punt. It's just that I didn't realize it wasn't a punt. It's not that I made a mistake. They just crushed me. No, I understand that. I know exactly why Revoker's the way it is. It's just like you do run into it so uncommonly. Fetch for Breeding Pool. Pass turn with Cryptic up. Oh, I had the Mox. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. I see. I think I'd have to go further back in the turn though than when I realized that Urza wasn't making me mana. They had the complete nuts there though. What did they have? Double Chord and Abrupt Decay and the 2 Undying Creatures and the Yawgmoth in hand. They didn't fetch the Yawgmoth. They just had it. And enough mana. Yeah, like they just they had 100% of what they needed. But I mean, that's fine. And considering the way our game was going, like we didn't even have the best game there. It was an okay start, but it slowed down brutally. Right, yeah, that part I know. Well, because it's on Urza. Urza doesn't give a mana ability. Urza has a mana ability where he uses artifacts for mana. But that doesn't, yeah, Stony Silence doesn't care about that. All right, I think this is the best opening hand we've had, so gonna keep that. We're gonna fetch Stomping Ground, play Cookbook most likely. Opponent's on Cavern. Maybe we're not playing Cookbook. Yeah. Champion. All right, we are not playing the Cookbook because I need to make sure I can kill this champion before it gets mega big. Well, if they play Athalia, we'll see. Mutavault in the humans deck. All right, I'm assuming this is not 5-color humans. This is probably less than 5-color humans. Really hope that they don't have Asmor and Omardic a Dice in a Cool Dakar in their hand right now. She is human. Oh, okay. Could be any of those things. I wouldn't be overly surprised. This draw has not worked out so well. No, Urza does have a mana ability. It is a mana ability. The difference, Pepper Smoke MTG, is it is a mana ability, but it is not a mana ability that taps Urza. That's the reason he doesn't work with Kinnan. The reason Urza doesn't work with Kinnan is specifically because it's not a mana ability. Sorry, it's not. It doesn't tap the permanent that it's on. Sorry. Academy Manufactor. What? Oh yeah. Squadron Manufacturers. Well, it looks like it might work out actually. I was thinking it was going to be a problem. So 2 manufacturers though doesn't actually stack for you, unfortunately. At least I don't think that it does. It does? Weird. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Huh. Okay. So I think I just have to take the hit here. Oh no, I can block the Thalia's Lieutenant. There's no 2-mana Lord. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, the Lieutenant would have, yeah, double pumped it. Yeah, that would have been a mistake. All right, we discarded Cryptic. Yeah. Oops. Well, I'm glad I didn't get punished for my misplay. And bang. Well. Yeah, I see it, Jig. I'm doing it. It's not a trigger, it's a replacement ability. Yeah. But Alex, can you confirm that this is how this is supposed to work? I don't think that it is, but I am confirming that I'm taking a screenshot. You play March of the Machines? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Opponent says lol, best case scenario. Yes, so. So I have 10 food. Nope. 13 food, 10 treasures, and 13 clues. And no matter what I draw, I can turn it into... Yeah, infinite everythings. So mostly we just need to survive the turn. Which I can sacrifice foods to pad my life total if I need to, and then sacrifice clues to put cards in my hand. I have an untapped Gingerbread Cabin, so that can make a food, or help Urian this turn. Urian's a heavy investment for marginal gain at this point. Kudro? Ranger. Okay, that's terrifying. I don't know if I'm going to get Orion this turn. I don't think so. They got a 1-drop? What is that? What is their 1-drop? Champion. Okay. No, I don't think that's what happens off beat. I think it's just that oh, maybe it is what's happening. So what's happening is one manufacturer turns 1 trigger into 3, 3 into 9, and 9 into... No, I didn't get 27. I got 12. There's no way... No. It's just... I think it's probably going 3 into... Yeah, I think it's 9 for each thing. But I have to... Yeah. We'll see. So they can't attack with everything. In fact, they can't even attack with most of everything. Yeah, that's all they can attack with. We'll take it. Why did they boot up their Mutavault? No blocks. Yeah, each replacement can only apply once. Well, let's pay attention to how many things we create in a second here. So let's go 1, 2, sack a clue. And then nothing, I don't need to do anything else at the moment. You just want to see Urza on this board? You and me both. Okay. So this is a Gingerbread Cabin. I think I'm supposed to sack a clue before I do anything else. Yeah. Because the treasures are in permanent mana. Okay. So we can discard this to Cookbook. So currently we're on, 9 treasures. And now I have 8 plus 10, 18. So I got 9. Okay. So let's crack a clue. I guess I should fetch the cabin first. Oh, there's a Thalia. Wait, what? Wait, what? I press a cabin? Play Lonis, play Orion? Sure. I guess so. Damn it. I should have had a lot more. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I know I clicked the wrong one. I'm not gonna pay life when I'm at 2. Yeah, Orion's gonna be hilarious here. We're gonna get 1,000,000,000,000 tokens. I took a picture of the turn 4, and we're gonna take a picture of the turn 5 because it's gonna be even more insane. More client crash? I hope not. But probably. So that on the bottom, Lonis on the top. Trigger. Get a bunch of stuff. Opponent conceded. Don't worry about it, Phoenix. It's a blank space. Do not read the second ability. It's pointless, and you shouldn't. You don't want to know, and you don't want to use this. It's very, very poor. Sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards. You may put a non-land permanent with mana value X or less. It's garbage. It's really, really spectacularly bad. Probably just take out rebukes. Maybe one Wrenn and Six can go here, or one compass. Just get as much removal as we can. With this much treasure and with Cookbook, isn't Echo Evians a good card? Yeah, Cave Dan had floated that idea past me. Yeah, Upheaval's an option too. Again, I like the construction of, oh, hey, there's Stivixtrim. Yeah, we'll keep this. No turn 1 Thalias, please. Lol. So, I mean, oh, Steve Extreme, cool. It's not that Echo is not theoretically quite good here. The issue is that I want to play as few bad cards as possible. And Echo and Upheaval in the general modern landscape before you hit, turn 6 are not cards that you want to draw. And so that pushes me in the direction of saying, I don't think I want to main deck any of those things when the core concept is already winning quite well. Oh, our mill was crap. Yikes. You were 13, it was cool, goddammit. That's fine. Yeah, you can work on an Echo list, Jig. I'm happy to entertain its existence. It's not like I hate Echo of Eons. Like, Echo of Eons is a fine card. I'm sorry, what now? Do what, mate? Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah, that's legit. Well done, you. All right. Swords to Plowshares, 2 for wanting themselves. They follow up Thalia? Luminarch Aspirant. All right, fair enough. Wow. All right, not a bad start. That certainly takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. Although they did 2 for 1 themselves for it, so it's really not particularly problematic. Compass. I should... Theoretically, I should kill that before... Oh, I should have used the Saga this turn. Shoot. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Yes, I understand. Yeah, it's still new to this some of the crunchier interactions in this deck. Compass though, putting in some work there. Well, so this turn we play Saga, pick up Urian. Worst case scenario. And next turn we go into full-scale food production. Ranger Captain. What a weird build of humans. Although it could be really good. You wish it wasn't a Urian list? Well, boy, do I have lists for you, Phoenix. I have non-Urian versions of this. That is Navigator's Compass, Luke. Navigator's Compass of Pioneer fame. Thraben Inspector. Oh, no. They also have a... Jeez, what is this perfect curve? Oh, my God. No. Yeah, I love Urian, personally, so... Okay. It's okay next turn. I don't think I always want to yield. Sure. Okay. We may yet be able to recover here. You just don't like the amount of variance in it? I get that. I get that. It's just that a lot of the time with these decks, especially with Urza, not only do you have a bunch of ETB triggers to reuse, but you have a bunch of mana that you can use to sort of catapult yourself into the Urian sort of territory. So it tends to work out pretty well in your favor. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason we do it is just so we could play more cards. It's not a good reason, but we do it. God bless it. Uh-huh. So 6, 7, 8 damage is likely. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Oh, my God. What a draw. Oh. Take an 8 here? Jeez. Might not be able to live for many more turns. Uh-huh. Jeez. The way my mana works out here is not great. Yeah. Like this, the Saga gains that ability, but the ability's not useful. So I have to fetch a breeding pool. Hopefully I have another one. And then... Well, no, keeping more mana doesn't help me. Let's fetch a forest, turn this into a forest. No, fetch a breeding pool. Okay. This way I get an extra food token so that my construct's bigger. No, it's... But I'm trying to get a food token this turn because I want my construct to be bigger. And I want the option to gain more life. Although I guess I'm trading life for life here. But the size on the construct is pretty important to me right now. If I have a slightly higher likelihood of stonewalling them, I really want it. Freaking swords to plowshared me. Well, thank you, Steve. I worked really hard on that, so happy that it seems to be bringing so many people joy. Yeah, I posted it to Reddit at around noon today. So it's been popping off. If you check out the front page of Magic TCG, it's the #1 post. So now I get to use the construct and the Mox Amber to float 2 mana, trade the construct for one of the creatures, hopefully, or block another one, and then sack the food post-combat. I have an okay singing voice that I definitely could use more practice, but the instrument I have is not bad at all. Just not another Thraben or Thalia's Lieutenant, please. Oh, they can't have one because they haven't. Okay. Well, this maybe just means the Mutavault's coming over. Jeez. So they got 2 5/5s. Gosh, that sucks. Or a 6/6. Either way, it's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, they're making 2 5/5s. Makes sense. Yeah, that's. Oh, we can't do that because it. Yeah, you're right. We can't do that. Huh. All right. Well, this sucks. What a draw. All right. Yeah. The question is how do I want to do it? And is it better for me to keep the It's better for me to keep the Urza, right? Because what we do next turn is we go, okay, beginning of combat, we go bang, make a construct. We can just gain 3. Oh, we could just gain 3. Oh, this is so much better. Thank you, Mr. Rabe. Why was I locking myself into assuming I needed to block there? I don't. I just go down a single artifact. They have no cards in hand. They can't have a surprise Kudro to kill me. Thank you, Rabe. I don't know why I got locked into a whole rigmarole that didn't work for me. So at the beginning of our main phase, we respond to Urza Saga by making the construct. Or I could do it in my upkeep, I guess. Or in my draw step. They sacked their 5/5? That's hysterical. Okay. So we just do this now because I'm not 100% sure that I can do it in the main phase. I should be able to, but anyway, we'll do it this way. So we make the construct. No, game 3 was infinitely better than throwing away a construct. My brain had locked into not being able to do that. Okay, let's see how the trigger goes here. Okay, this is what I was expecting. So you don't sacrifice the Saga until the... Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it worked properly, Phoenix. We can fetch up a cabin to cast Orion. We can do a million things here. Sack Ranger to play around Upheaval. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're doing something like that, which is not, you know... I'm not going to fault them for it, but we just get a Compass here, and then I'm playing Orion this turn and gaining at least 6. Sorry, 9. Trigger. Yeah, we'll also get another construct. Exactly. I think we've won this game. Hey, opponent, how's my mid-range? Also go cookbook to make a food, then tap constructs during combat to gain life or after combat. Yeah, I kind of like this line, but maybe that one's better? I'm not sure. It would give me a cookbook, and cookbook can pick up an Emry out of my graveyard, which is pretty hot. I don't hate that. Anyway, I think we won. We have 3 7/7s. What a wild deck. So the initial build I built was blue-green manufacturer. Like this. And it's very similar in concept to this, except it's playing Rise and Shine. We're 1-1, Jig. Looks like we're gonna go 2-1 just now. We lost to Black-Green Yawgmoth. They just crushed me in game 1 and 2. They had absolutely insane draws. But that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Okay. It's fine. Concession lockup or just lag? Yeah, concession lockup. So, where were we going from there? All right. I can't believe that we won that game the way we did. I was expecting to lose that one for sure. Not because of the Source of Plowshares, just because of how their aggro draw came out.
Well, I have
Underjoy, thanks for the follow.
You but my love.
I specifically said no geeks.
But my mom says I'm cool.
Hate the jagged one that Karn makes? Karn should make the same ones as Urza, right? The with the pills. I'm glad Urza's making the correct one at least. Although in paper, I use the sweetest one, which is the windmill. For anyone who doesn't know the one from Unstable, it is the best. It's the best token you can use, right here. This guy, Howl's Moving Windmill. I love this guy. Jagged ones that look like insects. Yeah, that was from... I don't know. But I don't think it's going to do that anymore. It seems like they've updated it and fixed it. This is the kind of hand I'm used to mulliganing in this deck. Man, that sucks. Okay, going to 5. I'm not doing this again. I mean, I did win the last time I kept a hand like that, but... So we'll see what we're up against. Maybe we get to slow roll into turn 2 Lonis, turn 3 Goose. Catacombs and nothing. I'm gonna hold up Galvanic Blast here. Yeah, seems fine. Yeah, Metallurgic Summoning, that's right. Because Metallurgic Summoning was reprinted in Double Masters, I think. And so that was the last construct token that was like a sort of CDA style token. It actually is a very different, like, well, not very different. It is functionally, factually different from the token that you were making. Does the deck have a chance for prowess? I have no idea. The Urza deck with Gingerbread Cabin seemed to do fine last time that, you know, Aspiring Spike was playing that. So it is possible this deck has a chance against prowess. Yeah, that's the card. Shouldn't Abundant Harvest be a good card in this deck? Yeah, it certainly could be. Okay. So we just need to dodge Liliana the Veil. I should have played the Heath. It's the less good of these. Well, okay, but that, yeah, I mean, that's really, I think that's mischaracterizing that kind of thing. Phoenix. Crap! Double crap. Alright. Yeah, Early Harvest, for that reason, could be really good in this deck. Shoot. Well. Goose Emry. Yeah, I remember Jund being a bit of a bear for the previous deck. Let's get more blue. All right, opponent. I would like. I'm once again asking for you to run out of removal, although not bloody likely. We did mill over an Underworld Cookbook. So if I draw a land, I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. Not close on Thought Monitor yet. It's just rougher with arrow. Yeah. That's the reason Jund didn't exist last time. We're never gonna make it through this one. But that's okay. We got Veils in the sideboard. We can beat Jund. It's just you just need to get your stuff going. The engine this deck is playing can easily beat Jund. You just need to not get totally nuked out. Need to not mull to 5. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, the first hand was a 0-lander, and the second one was a single Gingerbread Cabin. Was that right? No, the 0-lander was last match. One of them was a 1 Gingerbread Cabin hand. So, couldn't keep that. I mean, technically, like, I could have. Last time I kept that hand, I won. But, yep. Well, they hit a Wrenn and Six, so that's good. Just blast the elf. Just keep buying time here. Although, take the hit, make a food. Yeah, all right. Have to blast Wrenn and Six? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know. Land, please. Wait, no, land doesn't actually help. Oh yeah, it does. So we can make a food. Although I'm at 3. Make a food. Play Thought Monitor. That's kind of impressive. Kind of neat. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. All right. Technically in this, the best kind of in this. I mean, considering the mold of 5, we're we're fighting it up pretty well here. This is pod racing, you know it. Oh, sure. Okay. Oh no. This is terrifying. Jeez. Okay, well, I have to trade my whole board here, unfortunately, and I don't think Urza can carry us on its own. But damn it if he's not going to try. Yeah. Sack 2 foods to eat a food. Yeah, that's not worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they hit too much damage. I needed them to have a little bit more Wrenn and Six, sort of. Jeez, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, if I could pick up and play Urian, we would almost be able to get there. But I can't quite do it. So, like, Urza bumps the Blood Braid and we sack a food. Construct doesn't get to do anything. It just dies. But I can't. Okay, I see how we're going to take this. No Thoughtseize, please. Oh, but they can Wrenn and Six ping the Urza after the block. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Haste something? Oh, Liliana. Okay. Finally. The Yavimaya is fucking him up. Yeah, alright. Just dead. Yeah. I guess so. Already dead. I guess so. Would you like it if I made fun of you for your misfortune? Let's find out. I think Rebuke is the card we mostly do not want here. So maybe I keep the blasts, get the last blast in here. And then I need to cut like one sort of synergy card. I think it's one manufacturer. No, one compass. Yeah. Would you like it if I made fun of your misfortune? Well, let's find out. He's got that crack too. Not as big as I did it there, but I'm just saying if anyone needs to hire a voice talent, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. All right. Opponent You've never had a turn 1 discard spell in your life. No. 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 That or I'm going to top deck a second Wrenn and Six. I don't really care. Either way. Maybe I should have shocked in the breeding pool and just been like, what? Let me veil you. No, I probably should have bobbled here too. Yeah, I definitely should have. Sorry, it's been a while since I played these decks. Oh, okay. Ignoble Hierarch. Hey guys, look. It's a creature with 1 toughness. I hope nothing bad happens to that little guy. Jeez. Big, scary battlefield. Anything could happen. Why not sack the fetches? I'm plussing my Wrenn and Six this turn. Or I'm minusing my Wrenn and Six this turn. You don't like that you compass the fetches. Why not? Is there a problem with my compassing the fetches? Am I in trouble? Am I in danger? You'd fetch then compass. For the thinning and the... I want to save the fetches in case I hit enough forest, though, that I get to start turning them all into cabins, though. Doesn't that make sense? No, I get that, but I'm saying, like... The play I'm making has... There's a purpose to it. I want to conserve the fetch lands where I can. Because they're a valuable resource for this deck. Yeah. I think I'm just cycling the Triome this turn. My other option is like play Cookbook and a tap land, but I think I'd rather do that. I'm losing Wrenn and Six no matter what. There's nothing I can do about it. But it's already been a 2-for-1 for 2 mana. I'll take it. And it's going to absorb 3 damage off of Tarmogoyf. Goes straight to combat. They may have been relying on that Hierarch for mana. And I think any Jund player who's trying to play Ignoble Hierarch is going to quickly and brutally learn the lesson that a 1 toughness mana creature in Modern is not... They should know that. They play against them all the time and eat them alive, so... Okay, no Liliana. 9/6. All right. The compass remembers what land type you chose last time. I really like that. Just don't expect it to default for you. Assume it's going to shift around. So I can turn this into a forest, play a cabin, sack it to get an island, and then play Urza. And then play Cookbook. Okay, Navigator's Compass I'm sold on in this deck, Jig. I don't know if it'll make like the final cut or anything like that, but it definitely does the thing. Like it's definitely doing some work here. Cookbook. Got a 4/4 construct. Hey, it's not bad. If Urza lives through this turn, this is gonna be great. They don't have too much pressure, so what it comes down to is like how many terminates and fatal pushes and whatnots do they have. Yeah, we can make it a 5/5. I just want to do it at instant speed, Jig, when maybe they're not expecting it. Like, I don't think I'll block the Tarmogoyf with the construct. I'll just take the 4 if they attack. Shit. Oh. This is kind of cool. Alright, have at it, opponent. You got me. Hand in the cookie jar, baby. Fatal push. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. They got a 6/7 Goyf out of that? Jesus. But I don't think they'll attack. They'll lose their Wrenn and Six. And I think they feel probably behind. My construct can get bigger than 7/8. Their Tarmogoyf cannot. So just picks up land, sure. I'm assuming they will not attack, and they don't. I can actually make my construct 7/7 this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and attack them. First, let's put in Foothills. Actually, maybe the best thing to do is EOT. No, I can't do both lines. So we're gonna pick up Urian in main phase 2. So let's go attack Wrenn and Six. I don't have to do this, but I think it's worth doing. Well, opponent? No block. Okay. Fine by me. Coward? Wait a minute. Now I can pick up the Urza. All right. You got it. You talked me into it, opponent. I will take the game win. Thank you. I'm not... Yeah. I don't have cards. You're looking at a man with no plan, opponent. If you think I'm hanging out over here with a plan, you are sorely mistaken. I'm lying. I have a plan. It's a pretty good one, too. Okay. Yeah. All right. You got me. So it was a quality trophy. So, Jiggy, I want you to know in normal dive down fashion, the guys on the dive down were like, well, you never activate that second clause on Underworld Cookbook. And my immediate thought was, how many people have said that about Codex Shredder? Feel like it's a lot. Well, that's a disgusting draw. That's gross. So this thing, trigger, brap. They scooped. This deck is amazing, Jiggy. I love that. Oh my god. Phenomenal. Scoop to manufacturer counter. What's it on? 3? I think it's on 3. So someone, by the way, on the Reddit post, someone floated the idea of doing a Stonecutters song. It's the list with Norn and Lonis. I haven't, but that sounds hilarious. Someone's floated the idea on the See My Decks video of doing a Stonecutters theme song that is like Wizards R&D or something like that, which I think I have to write. Who banned out your favorite card? We do. Probably we did. We did. No, it'd just be we do. Who bans out your favorite card? Well, you want to write it. Shuffler is a bad rhyme. Shuffler is a very poor rhyme. So you don't want to lead on Shuffler there, I don't think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if there was Astrolabe in this format, it would be totally different. Roxa. Okay. So I think I lose the Manufacturer here, because I want to have a backup Emry in case they have removal for it, and Manufacturer is not really on the menu yet. Can looks like an auto-drafted cube deck. You are not wrong. Yeah. I think we pop the Bauble here too, and just play the Emry for 2 next turn. But if I draw a Wrenn and Six, I really want to have it. So, they have Inquisition on top. Good to know. Oh, there's that. So we just do this, this. Again, Jiggy, this is a perfect situation to do this, right? And it keeps the fetch land out of the graveyard in case they had graveyard removal, and then I draw a Wrenn and Six. I think it's almost always correct to do this. If you have a free compass and you're not going to use it for anything, I think it's fine to do this. Makes sense to me. Yeah. Well, like, I'm sure there's situations where it's incorrect and I'll run into. You're being stubborn. I mean, the thing is, it's just the thinning on the 73 remaining cards in your deck. It's just so insignificant. They got the push? Ugh. So. Game's already down to 0 resources. I mean, this is a good last couple cards, though. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Alex MW14. Proxa incoming. Oh, no! Ah, Jiggy, why did you warn me? I could have been blissfully unaware. All right, we just jam the Manufacturer and pray. I mean, we don't know that they're going to play it, but it's very likely. Yeah. Why didn't you let me live in my ignorance? Lightning Bolt. Oh, thank God. Liliana, Bloodbraid into Liliana. Oh, no Croxa. Aw. My goose! You bastard! You took my goose. Oh, just in time. I'd grab my Orion, but it's just not worth it with Veil in my hand. I really hope they don't find the mana for the Croxa next turn. Jeez, they really took this down to 0 resources, lickety-split. Well, I hope they have removal or discard. Yep. Perfect. Bing. Girl. Nice. I'll take that. All right. Fetch land off the top, please. Or Wrenn and Six. Take Wrenn and Six. It's not really what I was looking for, but all right. All right. I'll take it. Cycle again. I really want to protect what little I have, Jig. If they play the Croxile cycle, but shit. Ugh. Jesus. I don't know. I didn't feel like cycling again was the right way to go there. Seriously? This is how I died? Oh, that's so rough. We're not dead, but this is really bad. No, I should have just attacked them, most likely. So they're gonna play Croxa. I'm gonna cycle my Veil, and then we'll see where we are. The way the mana worked out here is so like the fact that they had the turn 1 discard, and I just had nothing I could do about it. Ugh, it's so rough. We could Mize out of this game though by ripping more Galvanic Blasts, so we're not done. Our colors are good. Plays the land, sacks the land. Nope, doesn't sack the land. Here comes the Croxa. Alright, they're at 8. Double Galvanic Blast takes them out. I'm pretty likely to ditch the second manufacturer here. I mean, we'll see what I draw. So, no, I took out the Metallic Rebukes. I do have very difficult to cast Cryptic Commands. I'm discarding this card. Am I? Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal, Elvin. Please. One fetch, please. Yes. Oh my god. So good. Alright, deck was just teasing us. It needed me to want it. Alright, let's see how many we get with 2. So I'm supposed to get 1 food. And I get 6 or 9. 3 of each. So it's taking 1 replacement effect and then doing it twice. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. No, I see what's happening. Yeah, it's going, okay, you're making 1, you're going to make 3. And then the second one sees each of those events. Yeah. Sees each of those events and goes, instead of the treasure, you make 1 of each. Instead of the clue, you make 1 of each. Instead of the food, you make 1 of each. I see. So, do I want to use 2 of my treasures plus the cabin to put Urian in my hand, Jig? I do, because I can play it next turn. If I don't play the Galvanic Blast, I can play the Urian next turn. And then flicker both. Oh, but I don't have a Lonis. That's why it worked. Blast Wrenn and Six to kill it? I can. And that does put me on 0 cards in hand. Yeah. Alright. I'm pretty sold on that. Although Blast Upstairs is probably better. They have more than enough lands to be getting on with, right? Blast Upstairs almost kills them. I think that's where I'm happier to be. And then we could just sack a treasure plus use our land to crack a clue at end of turn. They have the Peatland. Do I care? Yeah, I see it, Elvin. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but maybe it is. Yeah, I know, Jake. I know how Peatland plus Wrenn and Six works, but like they're at 8. 8! Like we could steal this game. I'm gonna try to steal this game. I think the only way we win this game is we steal it. Yeah. We steal it by using this Galvanic Blast and then ripping into another one. Yeah. It is a nice pile, Gabe Sprout. I quite heartily agree. They went straight to combat too, so I don't feel like I'm threatened at the moment. I'm feeling attacked, but not threatened. I haven't been put under my opponent's control and forced to attack, whatever they choose. So they need a blocker or something. Push. Have they... Resolves? Yep. Whoops. Okay. Plus or minus? Gotta be minus, right? Okay. There's nothing I can do with the card I'm about to draw. Oh, they potentially have another card draw. Okay, fine. Opponent, you have a... Okay. Okay. Opponent is not experienced, which is fine. It happens. Veil? Oh, I guess Veil would have been good, yeah. That's pretty good. Saga. Yep. Goose. I love Goose with this card. It's insane. This is pretty unacceptable right here is what that is. Clue. I guess if I draw land, this is no good, but shoot. I should have done that earlier. I could attack down there Liliana the Veil. But it's not really hurting me at the moment. I think putting them to 3 is probably the better play. Yeah, because Liliana's just going to tick up this turn. You gotta get the Lily? I don't gotta get the Lily. I really don't. They just put another card in their hand. Like, the Liliana being in play is just going to inconvenience them on this turn cycle. I literally think that's all that's going to happen. I'll put in the other manufacturer. Lily plus Croxa is too powerful? In what way? What am I worried about with that? If they have double removal, we die. But... okay. If you put them at 3 and they play the manufacturer, they may not be able to attack. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're very, very close to just being dead. So... Wish Manufacturer was an X6 construct. Dude, this card is already very, very, very good. Didn't attack? Oh, opponent, you don't understand what a big mistake you made. I have a food factory in play. Do you understand how good this card... And I have a construct? We pass here. We just pass the turn right now. I don't need to do anything. Nope. Nope. They go to combat, just tap down their team and kill them on the crackback. Or just cryptic them. I don't know. Cryptic draw? No, I don't want to do that. Sucks the Peatland. Before, all right. Well, they have very few options. Tap, bounce, Wrenn and Six in response to Liliana uptick. It just depends on how everything on their turn actually shakes out. That's going to be more important than anything. I have exactly enough mana. Okay, that doesn't matter. That matters. Kind of. Okay, so ETB. Go tap their team, bounce the... something they can't replay. I guess Liliana? What have they done? Have they done everything? Play Peatland. They haven't ticked up with Liliana. Bounce the Wrenn and Six? They're gonna edict me though. I can't counter anymore. The Crux is already triggered. I don't care about the damage. It's not important. I'm gonna bounce Liliana. Yeah, I largely don't think this matters. Yeah. This stops them from edicting me, though, which means I get to keep everything. And then we make a gigantic construct. It's going to be, what's like 14-14? So they're just dead. Yeah, I understand that, Tartan Scarf, but I think this puts me further ahead. Like, in both I think both short-term and long-term this is better. Unless they have a land drop. No, they already used it. I thought so. No, so both strategically and tactically, this was correct. This was better in the long term, better in the short term. You've died. Oh my god, Jig, this deck is amazing. It's a 16-16, and it wasn't done yet. It was getting bigger. We weren't done. We were gonna make a 20-something, 20-something. No, I can get a better cap. We were not even done. All right. Oops. All right. We got one more. Oh, we're 3-1. I'll be right back. All right. Mord added the monkey and says it's nuts. So, yeah, the monkey, if it connects, it's obviously very, very good. My big concern with the monkey is this deck is not good at exerting pressure, Jig, generally. Well, Torpor won't stop Gingerbread Cabin with Manufacturer, nor will it stop the Cookbook with Manufacturer. So you're not dead in the water, but yeah, Torpor Orb is certainly less than fun. But there's lots of options. We're playing both green and red, so we have Cryptic Command in the main deck. What's the upside of this being a Urian deck? More room for nonsense. Urian's also very good in the deck. Yeah, you're never supposed to keep this in the dark. I will keep this one, but I'm not happy about it. Island, huh? Don't like that. Ba? Breath of the Wild? I don't know what Ba is. Battle of Wits. Battle of Wits? No. You don't mean Battle of Wits. No, a lot of the Kiki Chord decks. A lot of the Kiki Chord decks are... Oh no, Jig. We've met our doom. A lot of the Kiki Chord decks are Urian decks. Enigmatic is a Urian deck. Obviously for different reasons than this one. Man, this sucks. Just the way everything's shaking out right now is not the best. Well... Oh, the only one you like. Sorry. Fling would be better than the monkey in this deck. I think that's entirely incorrect, Alex. But I will say it has the same kind of problem where it's like it's good when it's good, but in my feeling about the way Modern plays out most of the time is that's just not going to work. But I've been wrong about all sorts of stuff before, so I'm not ready to try to sell people on like, oh yeah, that'll definitely never work. I would really like to draw land. Well, that is a phenomenal draw. Okay. It's not that good yet, but it will be. Excuse me? Oh, it adds the... All right, yeah. Well, my next turn's going to be insane if I'm not dead. No dismembers, maybe? Yeah, we definitely can soup up the board state next turn. It's going to be insane. If I can play Urza first, I will. Yeah, that's fine. So this says... Other merfolk you control have Ward 1. Has Indestructible right now. And when it attacks, they draw a card, which is fine. Other insane draws on top of what we potentially already have include Underworld Cookbook and just lands. God, why? Why on my turn? Why did you give me hope? Oh, fuck. Ah! I can't do anything. I can't do anything about that. Shit. Oh my god. Well, I have 3 artifacts, so I can kill one of their creatures. One of their lords. Which in theory will buy me a lot of time. I play the Manufacturer this turn and just pray I live, but that seems like a really bad plan. Oh my god. Why are they playing Suspend? Ah. You're not even playing Teferi. I'm gonna get it, but you just... stupid tempo decks. Alright, I'm supposed to kill one of these while they're tapped down. No, I don't have another plan. I needed the mana. I didn't hit anything, so... Like, the plan is gonna be to kill one of their lords. I guess... Other merfolk you control get +1/+1 and have Island Walk. Other merfolk you control. Other merfolk. Okay, so... In theory, if I had merfolk, I want this one in play. So we go... This goes here. Make this into a mountain. Ugh. Merfolk. Duh. I understand that, Elvin. I just, because they didn't play it on their turn, I was just more annoyed than if they just, like, done it right away. I'm not really annoyed. I just, I really, really like this deck, and I want to not get got by, like, this pretty impressive opening from current build of Merfolk. The thing is, they can counter it when it comes back. They're drawing a card per turn, so it's not hard for them to draw a counter. Now, are they playing one? I don't know, but... Gosh, we would have been able to do just enough here, I think. But they played freaking Suspend. Oh, that's so rough. Wow, we haven't been able to draw any lands. That's obviously a bigger problem than anything else. Like, I had to go down to a crappy mulligan, and it's only gotten worse. I have 5 cards in hand. Good lord. Well, maybe. Start tapping down, opponent. Yep. Reveals Rashad and Dockhand. Well, that's terrifying. So the Dockhand's coming down, but that's okay because I'm gonna use all of my mana on my turn in theory, or close to all of it. You don't have a second suspend, right? Jesus, come on! Oh, that's so freaking rude. It's too late. God. Oh, that was just such a brutal way to lose. Double suspend. Gross. Well, any suspend doubters, it certainly can be very crippling. Good lord. That was no fun. Hey, Brian. Yeah, I know, Jig. I'm not like... It's just really annoying to lose the way we did. Like, their draw was not good. And they didn't like play out any of the things you would normally expect them to. And we still just like... it was just like... We were just like this close every single draw step. And I just couldn't quite get anything happening. But... I haven't. This is the very first league with the new card, Jake Gomes. I have heard good things about Ragavan from my friend Mordekaiser. Generally speaking, I don't think that Ragavan is going to be a good addition to this deck. It's tough on your mana, although I guess your mana is already kind of tough. But you're not a deck that's like interested in doing what Ragavan rewards you for doing, which is like being proactive and attacking and clearing the path for it. Ragavan to me fits very, very well into a deck like mono red mid range, the M Hayashi Obosh red deck. This hand is terrible, by the way. But I didn't want to mull with 5 against Merfolk. They can have pitch spells and stuff. That's fine. So I don't think Ragavan's a good fit for this deck at all. But I mean, I'm willing to try it. I just don't think that it works for what this deck is doing. So if I play this now, they'll just tap it or my other land next turn. So let's just get another tap land, I guess. You'd Saga now? You can pick up Urza Saga with Wrenn and Six. Girapur Aether Grid. Sorry, is that a question? Is Girapur Aether Grid a question? Girapur Aether Grid, this might be the first deck I've ever played where Girapur Aether Grid I'm actually interested in. They could keep me off Emry if they wanted to anyway. Well, they didn't end up playing that way. But I guess you're probably right, Jake. It was probably correct to do it your way. But I didn't, and it looks like it's going to work out fine. All right. All right. You can suspend Emry if you want to. I mean, it's very slow, Luke. But yeah, Urza Saga is a land. If they're playing the... Oh! Emry's a merfolk! Yay! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Aether Grid... Well, I don't know if you've seen any of the board states we've had Rubber Duck Sauce, but we had like 20-something tokens in play. So yeah. Yeah, this deck is fantastic, Colby. Very, very good first draft. Jiggy's already 5-0'd with it. we might be able to 4-1 this league still. So yeah, if they have the new Spreading Seas on Legs creature. Oh, by the way, can we just, as a group, all the Magic players in the chat just pay attention for 1 second? On a stick is an artifact. On legs is a creature. On wheels is a vehicle. So if you say it's a Spreading Seas on a stick, that's an artifact, not a creature. Artifact. Yeah, Academy Manufactor is cracked. That is the conclusion of this deck list is that Academy Manufactor is broken in half. It really feels nuts. Are boats on wheels? Well, no, you just call vehicle on wheels. Tidebinder Mage. Yeah, that didn't work. And they can't attack with Lord of Atlantis? Oh, they're just gonna port me, huh? Alright. I'll take it. Not too bad. They didn't port me? What are you doing? I mean, I'll take it, but like, what are you doing? Okay. Nobody knows how to play with new cards. I know we haven't figured out if manufacturer are yeah, boats are on wheels because boats are vehicles. Unless it's one of those boat creatures. Then it's on legs. So play manufacturer, play Urza Saga, play cookbook. Oh, hold on. There's a Navigator's Compass in my graveyard. So if I play the Compass, then I turn the Saga into a forest, play the Foothills. I could get that, but it won't, the manufacturer won't be in play yet. So it doesn't actually work out. I'm probably just supposed to play Urza here. Like 10 out of 10. Play Urza, play Compass or Cookbook. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yes, yeah, it goes, well, it's still a vehicle, so it's just got wheels and legs. Don't you dare play subtlety, opponent. Don't you dare play subtlety. Like a segue. Oh, I probably should have gotten the cookbook, right? Because that turns into 2 artifacts very quickly, and I have this extra Emry. Yeah. All right, we're still learning. We're still learning. I wanted the 3 life gain off of Compass, but I think it would have worked out better if I'd gone the other direction. We'll see. We'll see. Still feels good. I do think because of the Urza Saga's jig, we might want 1 Aether Spellbomb or Pyrite Spellbomb in the 75. Or 95. Especially in the 95. Also, hilariously, we could get... we could play a Colossal Hammer with Delusions of Grandeur that will equip it, but it's actually not that hard for this deck to do. All right, take an 8. Not too bad. Okay. This is about to get really nutty. So I'm so sick of your shit, opponent. Why would you do that? This is, I mean, I guess it's got 1 more counter on it this way, but this is missed value for them, I think. So use this Saga to make a card. Well, I can't block. Shit, I really needed that mana. Yes, yeah, that's also something you can do, rubber duck sauce. I think I unfortunately need to not make a construct with this. Gosh, that sucks. Can I use this mana for anything right now? No. Gosh. Why with the suspends? And I brought in 4 Veils. I did. Jeez, that's rough. It's not what I wanted to see. So put this one on the bottom. Float that. Right. Go get the cookbook. Actually, you know what though? Remember when I questioned how good cookbook was in this deck? That was wrong of me. Because cookbook's about to go nuts. I don't have another manufacturer to access, but what we do is go make Saga into a forest. So I'm about to put 9 artifacts into play, so they're on like a 1-turn clock. Seems good. Yeah, I like this. I can attack them for what, 13 right now? Nope, more. 14? Can I kill them? It's close. I think all we do is just attack with a construct and then just make it as big as possible. If we don't kill them now, we'll kill them next turn, so... And I can make and use foods, so... Alright. Alright, opponent, take 14. No, they're not dead, but they will be next turn. And I can currently attack 2 foods. So... Feeling pretty good. No, no, they were at 20. Most other decks would have died there. Now, it's possible they can play enough Lords to just get over me here and kill me. I do have a manufacturer to block with it if I have to, and I can gain 6. Yeah. Well, the construct I make during my upkeep or main phase won't be able to attack Baruch, but yes, I can. But depending on how they take this, I might be able to draw more cards. So we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. Boots up the Mutavault. Sure. So they can attack for 8 right now. It's definitely going to be quite the thing to do, Odin's. I think you'd use dice though. You just use dice for your clues, food, and treasure, or just get scraps of paper. CFT, put them above a clue, food, and a treasure, and just write the number. Because you have to represent mana in your pool anyway. There's no like. I think there's probably a bunch of ways you can shortcut it, and as long as you talk to your judging staff before you just start doing stuff in Comp REL, you should be fine even. All right, I'll take 8. D100s. Tidebinder Mage. Okay. So I'm going to draw a card at end of turn. It's not great. That's fine. Everything else is temporary mana. This is another turn away, right? Yeah. Oh. No. Okay, then. Let's float the one. Seems good. Talk to your judge staff. We're lonely. We're not lonely, Alex. Underpaid, underfed, undersexed. Yes, but not lonely. Turn my gingerbread cabin into an island. As you do. Tap all creatures my opponent's control, draw a card. Yikes. Shit. So they're attacking for 11 next turn. I can activate 3 cookbooks. No, they won't be able to attack for 11. They have to block here. Okay. So let's make them do that first. Yeah. Should have known they always have it. They didn't play it at all last game, Jig, so I was assuming maybe I could get away once. So I can use 2 treasures to draw a card. If I draw a fetch land or something like that, I want to have it now. Is that useful? Or would I rather just discard that? I can discard it and then play it. All right. Crap. I don't think I can gain enough life. I think I'm just barely dead. Gosh. I can't believe they had blue card force. And again, the suspend was completely busted in half. Aether Grid would be great in this game. It's nothing I can do to make one magically appear, but it would be great. Wait, hold on. I have burn spells in my deck. And they would let me kill the Lord, block another... Okay. Although I guess this means I can't... Well, we'll see. Okay, just dead. Jeez, that was rough. So close. 3-2 on the first time out, though. We were lucky in places that we needed to be, unlucky in others. So very, very promising first go around. And Jiggy hit a 5-0. I mean, I don't know if he particularly disagrees or agrees with most of the plays and mulligans I made, but we had a lot of tough mulligans there. Yeah, this deck is fantastic. If you are interested in 60-card versions of this deck, I have a Sultai version that I might play later. I have a Bant version I'm definitely going to play. This one has Tireless Trackers and Kinnons, so just trying out some of the other potential cards from these packages. This one's less powerful in a couple different ways. It's not playing any Urza Sagas because we don't have Wrenn and Sixes. And there's a lot of ways to take these decks. This one has Springleaf Drums because it's got Kinnons. Can you see this Sultai deck list? Yeah, I can link that in chat. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying out a whole bunch of different stuff here. I think I'm going to take a break from Urza decks for the moment to play this Jeskai calibrated breach deck I have. But for everyone who's in the future on YouTube, you can hit that like button for me, smash that subscribe button for me, and check out any other videos you are interested in.